Hey folks, and all here, and welcome back to the second match of the last week. We are facing RM Sneghawk today from Red Machine. Pretty decent lifetime banners, 464k, and he's got a lot of success in Grand Arena. 788 caliber rank was the highest he's reached, and he's got tons of defenses as well, 382, and pretty lean roster for just 5.9 million GP. He's got both his Galactic Legends, both of them with Ultimate, and he's got Jedi Knight Luke as well. So this is going to be a tough match that we have today with RM Sneghawk. So let's take a look at the defenses. I decided to keep my Ray with Malak and L3 and the heroes down south. My opponent has struggled a little bit with the Ray teams, but he always keeps both his Galactic Legends on defense. Um, so he wins by preventing his opponents from clearing him and then clearing around the Ray teams more efficiently. And then I kept the other teams are really not that great. I kept a B resistant squad over here meant to strip banners, and at the top I kept my CLS squad, which is probably going to be the toughest team after the Ray, and then a new GG squad, and then a Maul hidden Sith team with the Nest out in the open, again just meant to strip banners. My goal is to prevent the clear over here, and then hopefully clear my opponent to in order to secure the victory. That's going to be the goal. And there's really nothing much at the back. Some B Rebel and Scouted teams. And The reason I always keep my strongest teams down south is because I want my opponent to play the ships and struggle over there. Because I feel that my ships is probably going to give my opponent less banners than the character zone down south. So that allows me to keep stronger character teams on offense as well. Plus, my opponent always keeps a negotiator and malevolence on offense, so this is going to be a mirror match for both those cases. All right. So my opponent on defense has decided to keep his first order teams here, a couple of them, and he's I'll be facing the Daka Zombie cheese for the very first time. SLKR with first order officer, Hux, and Daka and Zombie, and it's a pretty healthy Daka as well, 115k. So that's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to save that till a little later, and then we'll come back and see what we want to do against it. And then down south, he's kept his Ray with the heroes and L3 and Baddis as well. So that's going to be interesting. The Baddis is pretty healthy as well, R5 and 95k health. So that's going to take some time to get down. And then we have a Grievous squad as well with Newt. So I'm probably going to go for the Vader against the Ray and see if I'm able to get anything done with that. It's going to be a little tricky because Vader lead. If Ray goes into ultimate and Barris has got tons of dots on her, she's going to go into an endless loop, and we're probably not going to be able to get through it. It's going to time out. But I'm hoping to clear either Ray or Barris before she gets into the ultimate. So let's take this in and see if it works. Okay, very first thing we do is give the weapon stick to Vader, and then let's do one round of Merciless. Let's do this on Barris. Excellent, 5 dots. Let's land some ability blocks. Excellent, reduce some turn meter. Another ability block. And let's just save that throw for now. Another. All right, okay. Now let's give this to Thrawn. Pass it over to Treya so that she puts isolate and gives it back to Vader. And now we fracture Ray. And let's see, let's put a fear on Hero Finn. And let's see if we can't take care of Paris. There we go. Okay, and now let's enter into Merciless again. All right, let's do a crush over here. Now I don't know if this is going to kill. How many buffs is that? 17. I think this should be okay. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now it's just a matter of cleanup. Let's give this to Treya. Keep working on these guys. They are ability blocked, so let's just land a shock. Let's stun this guy. Still got 3 minutes, so we have time. All right, let's keep going. Probably don't need to do that. Let's just keep doing this. Another ability block. All right, there's no more damage immunity, but let's just get rid of L3 and then we'll take care of the others. There should be 60 banners, I think. Yep, should be 60 banners, pretty easy. Okay, so this was a standard Ray comp, so nothing too complicated, so we were able to get through it without issue. It's the ones with Malik and a few others which make it slightly more complicated, but this was a standard enough team. Even though they were relicked up, I don't think the mods were that good, so we were able to one-shot that, no problem at all. Now for the Grievous squad, I will probably go in with my Padme. Let's see, Padme with Paris. I don't want to use my Night Sisters because Newt is in there and it can get a little tricky. But let's take this in and see if it gets the job done. All right, let's do this. So Newt got taken out once, which was good. Let's work on B2. Let's do some retribution. And hopefully this should take out Newt. Not yet. Okay, let's save the heal for now. They are going quite a lot. Okay, let's take out Magna, and I think Newt is gonna, yeah, Grievous is gonna go. We are surviving, luckily. Let's land a stun on Grievous so that he doesn't go crazy. Let's do a basic. And let's heal up. Keep working on Newt. A lot of extortion on the field, which is not good. I'm going to get some protection up. Okay, barely managing to survive, but I think we're good. 16 stacks. I think this should take care of Grievous. There we go. We'll probably end with 55 banners, which is par for the course over here. Okay, so those two front teams were taken out with no problem at all, with decent banners. Let's see what's at the back. I have a feeling it's going to be cheese because my opponent, I think, usually puts Boss Kokira or a resistance squad under Finn at the back. So let's see if that's the case, and then we can take our counter against SLKR. And should be done. There we go, two really weak squads, Kira with Finn. Okay, this shouldn't be a problem at all. We have tons of control teams that can take it out. We have to see what we want to do against these teams over here. So I'm going to make a plan and come back. Alright, so I'm going to clear the teams up top first, and then do the ships and then go down south. Now against the crew team, it is a highly relic crew team, but there's no Hux, so I should be able to use my JTR squad to control it. And I'm going to get Finn in there. I think he's a really good tank. He's got cleanse, he's got healing, works really well with the others as well. So let's take this in and get the job done. All right, let's hide everyone except for BB-8. Let's remove this and push some turn meter back. Excellent. Now let's start working on Phasma, since she can give turn meter to everyone. Okay, she's stunned. Let's try to stun this guy. Excellent. And then let's apply some expose and start controlling them. First order stormtrooper is going to taunt. Let's see if we can't get rid of executioner first. Okay, lots of turn meter for Kylo. Let's keep everyone hidden again. Stun, remove that. And let's just take out executioner. So the source of damage is gone. Kylo is ability blocked, so I think it's fine. Yeah, this guy does tons of damage, so I need to control him or take him out really fast. I'm going to heal up once. And let's heal up again, this guy. Okay. Oh, wow. Let me put this guy under timeout and try to take care of him as soon as I can. There, bye-bye. Let's stun him, and let's see if he can't recover some banners. We might need another Eliminated Destiny, and maybe another heal from Finn. There we go. We'll probably end up losing banners on T3 since we already used his heal. But that's fine. I think we are okay with 59 banners over here, unless we can get around to T3's turn again. All right, there we go. Now let's heal up one droid. Oh, I should have healed him up. Damn, I thought for some reason that T3's heal heals both him and another droid. I should have put it on himself. Okay. That's fine. 59 banners is what we'll end with. Okay, so that team is taken care of. Yeah, for some reason I thought it worked like Thrawn's healing, where it heals both himself and the target ally, but it apparently only heals a target droid ally, so I should have just put it on himself so that he heals himself. Okay, now against a Dooku squad, they're all pretty slow with the exception of Nest, which is I think at 298 speed. So I'm going to try my Aura Singh Bounty Hunter squad. They've got a fast Asajj as well, but she's because my Bounty Hunter squad is going to have buffs, so she's not going to get the bonus speed. And she doesn't have any bonus speed from the Night Sister lead as well, so I don't think she'll be fast. But Nest is going to be the fastest, 298. What we'll do is we'll take our Aura Singh team in over here. And my Aura Singh, a few of you have asked me how my Aura Singh team is modded. My Bosk is at 304. I've modded him for speed to be the fastest, so that he gets a taunt off and gets a buff on himself. And then my next fastest is Grievous, who's at 300 speed. So he goes and then calls everyone to assist, and then everyone is buffed while they use the ability. So we can get like 5 to 7 stacks of the ability right away. And then Bosk, because he's got Frenzy, he goes next, and then he calls Mass Assist, and then we should have the contract for everyone by then. I think Nest is probably going to go after that, but Mandalorian should be able to annihilate Nest immediately after that. So let's take this in and see if it works as we planned. Let's taunt with Bosk, and I'm going to call everyone to assist on Dooku and kill him. Okay, now we need to go after one of them. Problem is the days landed, so we got to cleanse the days off. Now we got the contract. Okay, let's get rid of this. Ooh, aura is gone, but we should be able to get Mando to take care of Nest right away. So if my aura was a little stronger, it would have been better. Mine is only gear 10, I think, which is why this didn't work as well. But the rest of the squad should go down pretty easily as well. I don't think that should be an issue. There we go. Let's take care of her. Let's call a lot of evasion over here. Let's heal up. Oh, it's a Dooku lead, I think that's why. So we should still end with 57 banners, which is fine for a Nest team because these kind of teams always can get tricky. If my aura was a little healthier, maybe G11, G12, we would have definitely ended with full 60 banners. But 57, I think I'm okay with against a Nest team. Those teams are designed to strip banners, and it was cheap enough counter. So that team is taken care of. Now we have the SLKR, and then we have a couple of other squads over here, and we've got tons on offense. We've got our own Jedi Master Luke, Mon Mothma, we've got a DR. Let's I think I'm going to pause for a bit and then make a plan and then come back a little later. All right, let's clear off this SLKR team. And it's got Daka and Zombie, which makes it slightly tricky because of all the zombie revives. But I think Jedi Master Luke with his days and ability block should be able to get around these guys. Let's see. This is the team I'm planning to take in. I really don't need Luke Skywalker or General Skywalker anywhere else. I think I can overkill it with these guys. And I like Jedi Knight Revan in there just for the extra target ability. Okay, the very first thing I'm going to do is use this ability, Efflux, to apply ability block on everyone. Excellent. And now I really don't need the stun, but I can go after. Let me actually go after Hux and try to get him out of there. Let's give this to Gas. And what do we want to do? I'm going to give some mastery to Gas as well. And then what I'm going to do is, so there's no deaths exhausted yet. So if I'm correct, what's going to happen is if all the sisters die at once, then the zombies 2 free revives don't come into effect. So I'm going to do this ability first, which will get Daka down to a large amount. And then that'll be followed up with the Force Grip ability, which is the AoE. And hopefully both of them, you see over there, they died without the zombie revives being triggered. So that's a secret. Anytime that all the sisters die at once, it completely bypasses the zombies ability. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here is let's get rid of First Order Officer, and then we can focus down on Hux, on SLKR. We've got tons of offense left, and this guy is pretty far from the ultimate, so it shouldn't be a problem. All right, let's just increase mastery for Gas, and let's give this to this guy. Okay, so I think we'll end with 59 banners over here. This was overkill, but I think Hoda is going to go next, so let's at least get a heal off. It didn't really help. Okay, and the way that this mastery thing works is the Jedi lessons, each one of them gives 20% mastery per stack. So you can stack it up to 60% until this guy gets his ultimate. When Jedi Master Luke Skywalker gets his ultimate, then everyone gets Jedi Legacy. All the Jedi lessons get turned away and get dispelled, and everyone gets a Jedi Legacy, which gives them 100% mastery instead of the 20, 40, or 60 that they have, and they can go around taunt as well. So right now, I think let's just go and finish this guy off. End with 59, good outcome, and there you go. SLKR JML, the Jedi Master Luke is completely OP against any form of SLKR counter. So even the Daka Zombie cheese, which I was a little skeptical about, but it seems to work pretty well against that as well. So what I did was yesterday in my arena climb, I asked one of my shard mates, Brill, to actually keep the same team in, and I practiced a little bit against the SLKR with Daka Zombie with my own Jedi Master Luke, and I used various combinations. I used gas, I used Jedi Master Jedi Luke, I used Shakti, Old Ben, even used Grandmaster Yoda. So various combinations, all of them, and all times it works pretty well, and I got about 58 to 57 banners equivalent all the times. So I'll leave a link down to that video down below. You'll see about 4 to 5 different battles over there, and you'll get a sense of that you don't need to go as expensive as gas and Jedi Knight Luke. You can go in with, say, Shakti or Old Ben or GMY against the SLKR cheese combo and still do a decent job. A few things to remember: this one is the easier version. The tougher version actually it replaces First Order Officer with Stormtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper. So that one gives an additional tank. So that can be a little more tricky to take out. But one thing to keep in mind is that Jedi Master Luke's basic applies buff immunity, and if you get someone like Shakti, for example, who can dispel on basic, that or Jedi Knight Luke, who dispels on basic as well, that can, in combination with buff immunity, help to take care of Stormtrooper. The two things that really neuter the SLKR team is, one is ability block, second is foresight. Ability block prevents SLKR from doing his big AoE and big poke ability, and foresight again prevents him from, he ends up whiffing when he does the AoE. So the characters that I found really useful to take against SLKR with JML is characters like Old Ben, for example, who applies mass ability block and reduces turn meter. Hermit Yoda, obviously, who gives additional masters training and gives foresight to everyone. And surprisingly, Grand Master Yoda is a very good combination as well, because he gives tenacity up to everyone, he gives foresight to everyone, goes a ton, so he's able to use the efflux able to use the Jedi Master Luke's ability to call people quite often. So tons of good options are there to use under Jedi Master Luke if you're going against SLKR. All right, let's take a look at what ships we have here. Should be two relatively weak ships, so we can take care of that pretty easily. All right, let's start taking out the teams down south. Against the Finn squad, I think I'm going to go in with my Mount Mothma squad. And the Mount Mothma squad is again another team which a lot of people have asked me about how I mod it. Currently, I've modded my Mount Mothma for speed 258, and she gets another 50 from a unique, so that makes her a 308 effective speed. So any team which is less than 308 speed, my team is going to get in front of it and start getting damage done. Although right now, I think just yesterday I got my Cara Dune up to G12, so I put some G6E mods on her, and she is now up to 308. I've shifted the speed mods from Mon Mothma to Cara Dune, because if Cara Dune goes first and gets her special bomb out, that reduces turn meter, and then it just starts the turn meter train rolling. So again, very cheap team. You see my power is only gear 8, but very cheap team, and they can take out relic teams which don't have counter chance, or which don't have things like stacking defense, or anyone who gains turn meter on deaths like Night Sister or anyone else like that. So let's take this in, see if we get full 60 banners over here. So let's go ahead and call our Scout Trooper, and let's get the turn meter train rolling and just take care of these guys. So we reduce the turn meter on almost everyone. A few of them are left over here. And I always use the basic with the scout just because it gives tons of turn meter to everyone with that. So they're basically frozen in time. And let's do this. Let's reduce some turn meter from rows. There we go. And let's work down on Holdo. Everyone else is at pretty low turn meter. I should probably put it on auto, but I don't think there's a danger of timing out. This team is able to get the damage done pretty well. All right. If you can spare Chupio or C3PO, those guys are again great for boosting up the damage. You can also go in with Cassian. Cassian is a good option as well. You have let's see who else. Jin sometimes for additional turn meter control. You know what? I'm just going to keep it on auto. Yeah, the reason I didn't take this team against the team down south is because they had the vets in there, and anytime you kill one of them, the other one, gets a bonus turn and does all sorts of shenanigans. So, but this one is fine enough. Let's target Rose first and take care of it. So again, another cheap way to take out some of these high relic B teams, which have a potential of stripping banners from you. So I like control teams like this one and the Aura team, which allow you to take control of the battle and don't allow the enemy to move before you neutralize their threats. Those kind of teams always have tons of appeal to me. Very easy 60 banners with these teams usually, and they punch way above their weight. Okay, so this one is an easy 60. And against this one, the Kira team, I'll probably go in with an EP squad. I've got tons of good Sith left. Let's see, who else do I have that I can take in? I can take in my crew squad as well. I've got Geos. No, I think I'll take in these guys. Maybe with Shakti as well. No, I really don't need Shakti. Got my Shakti clones as well, but those guys are not very good for banners. You know what? I've got my Basti Wampa as well. Maybe I can use that. Yeah, let's do that. It's always fun to use a Basti Wampa. So there's the Basti. Let's get Kenobi in there for some turn meter reduction. Maybe I just go into the full Jedi squad. The only protection recovery over here is Shakti, but there's tons of foresight and all of that. Yeah, I think this will be fine. Let's call Yoda and get rid of veteran smuggler Han. Spread some buffs around. Reduce everyone's turn meter. And let's do a big hit over here. Almost got him out. Let's do a basic over here. There we go. Okay, now let's get rid of let's do so Han is ability blocked, so he's not going to revive right now, but let's get rid of him right away in case he revives, in case he decides to revive old Han. Let's reduce his turn meter. There he goes. That's what I was afraid of, but we take care of him anyway. We don't really need to heal. Now let's take care of veteran smuggler Chewie. Let's stun this guy here first, Lando. Yeah, this should be an easy 60. Call him and finish it off. Could have probably undersized it as well, but that's fine. I'm okay with the 60 banners around the board. Yeah, I didn't need Jolie at all in there. Okay, so bottom zone is cleared. Let's see what we can do for ships. I think I'm going to go with a Rebel mirror match. And then maybe take my Radis against the Tarkin ship. Okay, so Rebel mirror match. I think my Rebels are definitely better, so I should be fine. But I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to take the Y-Wing in for protection recovery and maybe Cassian as an extra insurance. I think that should be more than enough. Okay, very first thing I want to do is get rid of the Y-Wing. Well, first I want to get some defense penetration up, and then let's get rid of the Y-Wing, get some turn meter up. And now his Han is going to go, but he doesn't get full turn meter because we got rid of the Y-Wing before him. Okay, I healed. Let's keep working down on the Biggs. Biggs is down. You know what, let's just get Cassian in to assist and finish it off right now before they call in reinforcement. Okay, 67 banners, excellent. And now against this ship, it's going to cost us banners probably, but I think Radis is the best ship we have. I haven't really done this battle before, but I don't think it's going to be much of a problem, but we'll see what happens. Scoundrel, and then we take these. These are the ships that I usually take with Radis. All right, let's see if we're able to get through this. I'm going to let's get rid of this guy. So if there's no protection, he critically hits. All right, that was good. Okay, let's get this started. And I'm going to give this over to this guy. We don't need to cleanse right now. We have burning, so we are saving our cleanse for the burning. Let's keep going. Ooh, almost got rid of us. I think we are probably going to lose that guy. Do we have anyone who can? No, I think I'm just going to cleanse right now so that we don't lose this our resistance hero, resistance pin. Okay, let's start the taunt again, and we can't get rid of the taunt, so we'll just start working on TIE bomber. Almost done. Should be able to get it done now. Let's just get rid of the TIE bomber. Excellent. Now I don't know where the ship is with the ultimate, but I think the ultimate is probably going to come up right now. But we need to see if we can do anything to heal before that. Let's give the source to Houndstooth. Okay, luckily we had foresight on quite a few of our characters. Alright, we need to get a taunt back on our let's do this. Let's call this the Xanadu blood, and hopefully we should be able to target down on this guy. Another AoE. It is a messy battle, no doubt, but that's fine. I think given the fact that my opponent has to go through Negotiator and Malevolence, I think we can afford at least one messy battle over here, so that's fine. Okay, how much did we end with? 61. Yeah, not great banners, but but that's fine. I think we made it up with the other ship battle. So total is 21-24. Excellent. That's the kind of score that I like to see. This is definitely going to put pressure on my opponent. I haven't done the math, but it probably should be 58, I think. 58 to 59 banners on average, which is going to be pretty tough, especially since my opponent has traditionally suffered on the Ray battles. So let's see how my opponent does. I'm going to give it a break, wait for my opponent to go, and then I'll give you an update at the end of the video. Okay, final status. My opponent decided not to attack me, so not a single attack against my defense. So we won pretty straightforward, pretty anticlimactic, but you know, it is what it is. So second match over, we're on to the final match of the season in a couple of days. So join me then. It's going to be the last time we're going to have a 5v5 match in a while. So let's give it a good send off. All right, I will catch you guys in a couple of days. Thanks for tuning in.